There is a town in New Mexico that, for years, did not officially exist. No road signs, no name on any map, just a post office box in Santa Fe, hiding the fact that scientists inside those quiet pine forests were building the first atomic bomb. There is a desert here, made almost entirely of gypsum crystal, so strange in composition that even in blistering summer heat, you can walk across it barefoot, and the ground stays cool beneath your feet. There is a field of 27 giant satellite dishes, listening for signals from the edge of the observable universe. And in the small town of Taos, residents have reported a low, constant hum for decades, a sound with no confirmed source, heard by some people and completely inaudible to others standing right beside them. New Mexico does not announce itself with famous skylines. It reveals itself slowly, strangely, like a place still keeping half of its secrets to itself. Today, we are counting down 12 of the most extraordinary places in New Mexico, from ancient cliff dwellings to caverns big enough to swallow a cathedral. Stick with us to the very end, because our number one pick will make you question whether you are even still standing on Earth. Let's get into it. Kicking off our list is a place that looks like it belongs in a science fiction film. Out on the plains of San Agustin, at nearly 7,000 feet above sea level, 27 giant antennas stand in formation, working together as a single radio telescope, powerful enough to have helped astronomers study black holes, quasars, and the very structure of the universe. Self-guided tours let you walk right up to the base of these massive dishes, and on the first Saturday of every month, guided tours take you even deeper into how this remarkable instrument actually works. Standing beneath one of these dishes as it slowly rotates to track the sky, you get the distinct feeling that humanity is quietly listening for something far bigger than itself. Next, a landscape so alien that it looks like the floor of a long-vanished sea, because that is exactly what it once was. Deep in the northwest corner of New Mexico, within Navajo Nation land, sits one of the most genuinely alien landscapes anywhere in the country. The Bisti Badlands were once the floor of an ancient sea, and over millions of years, wind and water carved that seabed into haunting hoodoos, precariously balanced rocks, and crumbling, color-streaked cliffs. There are no marked trails here, no signs telling you where to look. You simply wander, and the wilderness reveals sandstone sculptures so strange that it becomes genuinely difficult to believe you have not left the planet entirely. Coming up, a historic steam train that climbs to over 10,000 feet through some of the most spectacular mountain scenery in the American Southwest. Built in 1880, the Cumbres Toltec Scenic Railway is the highest narrow-gauge steam railroad still running anywhere in the country, and riding it feels less like a train ride and more like stepping directly into another century. The route runs 64 miles between the town of Chama in New Mexico and Antonito in Colorado, climbing over the 10,000-foot Cumbres Pass and threading directly through the dramatic Toltec Gorge. Choose from coach, deluxe, or parlor cars, or step out onto the open-air gondola and let the mountain wind hit you directly as the whole Southwest unfolds beneath the tracks. Next, ancient cliff dwellings, where an entire civilization once lived tucked into the walls of a canyon. South of Los Alamos, in Frijoles Canyon, Bandelier National Monument preserves the home of the ancestral Puebloan people who lived across these canyons and mesas between 1150 and 1550 AD. The 2-mile main loop trail leads directly past the site's famous cliff houses, where wooden ladders let you climb up to small alcoves perched an astonishing 140 feet above the canyon floor. Beyond the main loop, over 70 miles of wilderness trails wind deeper into the backcountry, and a museum on site displays the archaeological artifacts that help tell the story of the people who called this canyon home for 4 centuries. Coming up, the single largest collection of ancient Pueblo ruins found anywhere in the United States. In northwestern New Mexico lies Chaco Canyon, home to the most extensive collection of ancient Pueblo ruins anywhere in the country. Between 900 and 1150 AD, this 9-mile stretch of canyon was the undisputed center of civilization for the ancestral Puebloan people, who hauled sandstone blocks and timber from great distances to construct multi-story buildings up to 4 stories high, using a level of architectural planning that still impresses archaeologists today. One of the signature features here is a narrow, steep-walled butte rising nearly 400 feet above the canyon, its higher reaches holding several small cliff dwellings that seem almost impossible to have been built at all. Next, an underground world so massive that visitors ride an elevator down the equivalent height of the Empire State Building just to reach it. 25 miles from a former ranch town lies one of the most eerie and incredible sights in the entire national park system. Carlsbad Caverns is a vast network of underground chambers, and reaching the main chamber, known as the Big Room, means either riding an ear-popping elevator down the equivalent height of the Empire State Building or descending on foot along a snaking path into the darkness below. Once inside, the Big Room opens up into a genuinely cathedral-like space, home to the largest stalagmite found anywhere on the planet. Walking through it, with formations that took hundreds of thousands of years to grow rising on every side, you get the distinct sense of standing somewhere the surface world was never meant to reach. Coming up, a mountain town so cool and pine-covered that it feels like it was airlifted in from somewhere else entirely. We are halfway through this list, and what comes next includes a town that helped build the atomic bomb while officially not existing at all. The most photographed festival sky in America, and our number 1 pick. A landscape so strange, it barely feels real. Keep watching. Climb high enough into the mountains of southern New Mexico, and the desert simply disappears. Cloudcroft sits deep in cool pine forest, worlds away from the heat and dryness of the desert floor far below. Wooden cabins with warm, glowing porches line streets scented with pine, and the winding road leading up into town feels like crossing into a completely different climate and country. Beyond the town center, the Lincoln National Forest spreads across dark green valleys and mountain trails, making Cloudcroft a genuine escape for anyone craving solitude, cool air, and a far slower pace of life than the desert allows. Next, a town hidden in another set of pine-covered mountains, one that changed the course of human history, while officially not existing at all. Hidden in the pine-covered mountains of northern New Mexico sits Los Alamos, a town that carries one of the strangest and heaviest histories anywhere in the country. During the Second World War, Some of history's greatest scientific minds lived and worked here under total secrecy, developing the atomic bomb as part of the Manhattan Project. For years, the town did not officially exist on any public map. Its residents' mail addressed only to a post office box in Santa Fe. Today, dark basalt cliffs and deep canyons surround a community that still moves at the calm, quiet rhythm of a remote mountain town, even as its museums and research centers hold the remnants of one of the most consequential chapters in modern history. Coming up, the city that fills its sky with hundreds of balloons every single October. Founded on the banks of the Rio Grande in 1706, Albuquerque is New Mexico's oldest and most populous city. And today, it is best known for the spectacle that fills its sky every October. During the International Balloon Fiesta, hundreds of hot air balloons rise together at dawn, transforming this desert city into one of the single most surreal sights in the entire country. The Balloon Museum tells the story of ballooning history year-round, while the Albuquerque Museum of Art and History dives into the city's deeper cultural past. The Sandia Mountains give the whole city real depth, and historic adobe neighborhoods sit right alongside wide modern boulevards, the scent of roasted green chili drifting from restaurants throughout Old Town. Next, one of the oldest cities in America, where the architecture itself is protected by law. Founded by Spanish explorers in 1610, Santa Fe is one of the oldest cities in America, and as the state capital, arguably one of the most beautiful buildings in the entire country. Building codes here actually require new construction to maintain the traditional Santa Fe style of Pueblo architecture, which means every corner of this city delivers the same picturesque, glowing adobe view. The Palace of the Governors, housed in the oldest public building in the entire country, anchors the city's rich cultural core. And the New Mexico Museum of Art, with a permanent collection of over 20,000 works, cements Santa Fe's reputation as one of America's great creative capitals. By evening, as lantern light spills across the old plazas, Santa Fe feels less like a city and more like an artist's private notebook you happen to be allowed to walk straight through. 2 places left, and they might be the most beautiful, strangest destinations on this entire list. Set in a picturesque valley of the Rocky Mountains near the Rio Grande, Taos has drawn artists to this small Pueblo community for hundreds of years. And the moment you arrive, it is not hard to understand why. Taos Pueblo itself, just north of town, is an ancient Native American community still inhabited today, one of the longest continuously lived-in settlements anywhere in the United States. Ranchos de Taos, a small village nearby, is home to one of the most photographed churches in the entire Southwest. 20 miles north, Taos Ski Valley draws winter visitors from around the world, while the Taos Box, a stretch of the Rio Grande just outside town, delivers some of the best whitewater rafting anywhere in the region. And Taos holds one more mystery that has never been fully solved. For decades, some residents here have reported a constant low hum in the air, audible to some people and completely inaudible to others standing right beside them. Nobody has ever confirmed exactly where it comes from. One place left, the strangest landscape found anywhere in the United States, a place where the ground itself defies logic. This is number 1. There are places on Earth that make you question whether you are still standing on it. White Sands is one of them. These dunes are made almost entirely of gypsum crystal, blown in over millions of years from an ancient mineral-rich lake bed. And unlike the sand you would find on any typical beach, gypsum does not absorb heat the way silica sand does. Which means that even in the middle of a scorching New Mexico summer, the ground here stays cool enough to walk across barefoot. The well-marked 16-mile Dunes Drive near the visitor center gives you easy access to designated parking areas throughout the dune field. And wind constantly reshapes these dunes, which means the landscape you see today will not exist in exactly that same shape tomorrow. Stand here as the sun drops low and the white dunes turn soft shades of pink and gold, stretching in every direction like a frozen ocean. Human figures become tiny silhouettes against all that white, and the silence out here is close to absolute. It is precisely that emptiness, that vast, hypnotic stillness, that makes people who visit once find themselves wanting to come back. Some landscapes are beautiful for the moment you are standing in them. This one stays with you long after you have left it behind. And that is our countdown of 12 places in New Mexico that genuinely feel like a different planet. From giant telescopes listening to the edge of the universe, to caverns big enough to swallow a cathedral. From a pueblo humming with a sound no one can explain, to a desert of cool white crystal unlike anywhere else on Earth, this state does not just show you scenery, it shows you mystery. If this list gave you somewhere new to add to your travel plans, drop a comment and tell us which place you would visit first. Hit that like button if this video was worth your time, and subscribe if you want more journeys like this one, because we have a lot more hidden corners of the world still to uncover. Until next time, we will see you somewhere out on the horizon.